Do you know what I haven't done in a hot minute? I have not done a good old-fashioned shop my stash. So that is exactly what we're gonna do today. I'm gonna go through my entire makeup collection. Well, I'm just gonna pick out items from my makeup collection, items that I haven't used in a hot minute, and do a full face with it. So grab a snack, grab a drink, and let's go ahead and dive right on in. Alrighty, so starting off, let's go into our primer, foundation, concealer, and setting powder drawer. What primer have I not used in a hot minute? Okay, this like whole row I still use consistently. I use this row. Ooh, I have not used you in a hot minute. Okay, for foundation, what foundation have I not used? I have not used, oh my gosh, I have not used you. I have not used my Tier foundation. Let's try this. For concealer, I mean, like, honestly, guys, I use my concealer all the time. So, like, this is, we'll just go with, like, Milk Makeup because, like, honestly, I haven't really touched this one since, like, getting it. So, we'll just go in with, like, Milk Makeup. For setting powder, again, I'm kind of limited on what I haven't used because, well, I've used all of it. Oh, you know what? I have not actually used this because I hated this when I got it. Let's use this. For an eye base, I have never used this. It's been sitting in my collection forever. I hope it's not expired, so we're going to use this. And for the finishing powder, let's go in with, let's go with my Nikki Joy Cosmetics. I freaking love this one. So for blush, what blush have I not used? What blush? Blushity blush. Blush. I have not used you. I have not used you in a minute. And then for like powdered blush, what have I not used for like powder blush? That's a really good question. You know, I don't know. I generally, oh, I haven't used you. This is, I got this like last year and I haven't used this in a hot minute. Let's go in with this. Oh my God, I almost dropped it. Bronzer. We have not used this bronzer in a while, so let's go ahead and use that. And then like powder bronzer. For powder bronzer, I have not actually used you in a hot minute. Okay. And then highlighter. What highlighter have I not used in a while? I have not used. It's kind of. I want it to be something that people could still get. I don't want to do something that's like discontinued. So, what can people still get? Oh, I think one of these Artitude Cosmetics highlighters. Coercion, Imaginary. Can you still get these? I actually don't know. Wait, these are really fun colors. Maybe I shouldn't do fun colors. Maybe I should do something that's like anyone can use and not just like unique colors. Well, I kind of limit myself here now, don't I? I really do. Oh, you know what? I have not used Rare Beauty. So for the eyes, we're gonna go into the Rocky Horror Picture Show because I was supposed to do this like in a 3 looks, 3 palettes. I did the swatches and everything, but unfortunately, it just ended up not working out. Where I ended up not doing a 3 looks, 3 palettes. So we're actually gonna use this one today. And for lips, let's go into the caramel frappe right here. I've used the hazelnut one a lot and obviously vanilla, but I haven't used the caramel one in a minute. So let's go ahead and use this one. And then for setting spray, I will use the Milk Makeup one. I haven't used this one. And ABH. Let's go ahead and, wait a minute. Why is it this color? Wait, no. Why is it this color? This was supposed to be clear. That is not clear. Oh no. I think this may have expired. Ew. Okay, well, we're still going to use it. We're still going to use it. We're going to make the best of it. We're going to make the best of it. Okay, so starting off with the eyes, we're going to go into the Wicked Widow Rocky Horror Show palette right here. On this palette, it does retail for $78, and it's going to be a vegan and cruelty palette. It's going to be a vegan and cruelty-free palette that's going to feature 11 different mattes, 3 multi-chromes, 5 dual chromes, and 1 shimmer. Also, this palette is going to be magnetic. I will say, I think the outside packaging of this palette is so freaking beautiful. I think Wicked Widow really kicked it out of the park with this one. I love the outside packaging. And I will say the colors from the inside is actually really beautiful. Like really, really beautiful. And I just feel so guilty because I've had this palette now for at least a month and I just haven't had a chance to play with it. Truly, I dropped the ball when they sent this to me. Because I got this, I got the like Lethal Cosmetics Serpentine palette, and I got like I think 2 cosmic brushes that I paid for on that one, but I still haven't had time to play with them because I have just been so busy with work and with editing and with my customer service job and just not being okay mentally for a hot minute, which I haven't really spoken about. So I just haven't gotten around to play with it, but I finally get to do so today. I swatched a while ago. It was so pretty, so I'm really excited to dive into this. For the eye base, we're going to go into the Milk Makeup Hydro Grip right here. I have never used this. I've always seen my friend Betty Jean use it. She raves about it, so I hope I like it too. But I've never used it. This will be my first time trying this out. It's just been sitting in my collection for quite some time. It doesn't smell bad, but I just, like I said, I've never used this before, so I don't really know the quality of this. But yeah, I really, really lacked on playing with some new palettes lately, and I feel so bad because, like, not that brands are saying that I need to review these, but I feel like, I don't know, I like to review indie brands just because I know what kind of takes to go into it. I know what it costs for them to send out PR. It's not like they're really making that back in revenue by sending me PR and everything like that. So I try to make sure I review every single one because, you know, this is their hard-earned, this is their business, and I want to make sure that I do my due diligence as a content creator and review them as fairly as possible. And I just feel so bad that I haven't gotten around to this. So we're finally here. But yeah, anyway, my mental health has not been the best for a hot minute because I've been dealing with some stuff at my job that has put me in such a precarious situation that just makes me feel really, really uncomfortable. I'm going to go into this shade right here called On Slab. I've been dealing with an issue at work that I've been very vocal about behind the scenes with my friends. There has been a manager of some sort who has been pretty inappropriate towards me and has made me feel really uncomfortable. And, you know, it wouldn't be the first time in my life that I have dealt with a situation like this. I'm going to be so for real. I have absolutely dealt with situations like this before in almost every single previous job I have had. Just because I have a very, like, friendly... My eye is wet. Is that how it's supposed to be? Like, isn't it supposed to be tacky? Oh, no. That's not going to work. That's not going to work. I have my Ignite shade to be safe. So anyway, I have been, like I said, I've dealt with this at every single job. You know, unfortunately for me, I have that type of personality where I'm just a very friendly person. I'm a very friendly person. I'm a very friendly person. I've always have been. I give everybody hugs. I make sure everybody's doing okay. I ask how people are doing. I ask about their life just because what it comes down to is I don't want anyone to ever feel the way that I feel where, you know, let's just say I've not always felt really good about myself. And I don't ever want anyone to feel the way that I feel. And I don't ever want anyone to ever feel like they are less than or unworthy of anything. So I try to make sure that everybody that's in my vicinity knows that they are valued, that they are loved, and that they're absolutely welcome in this world. That's how I've always been. And, you know, unfortunately for me, sometimes men take it a different way. They take it as me flirting or doing like an open invitation when I'm just being friendly. And it has put me in previous situations. It put me in uncomfortable situations before, and I make sure I let them know it makes me very uncomfortable. But I've been dealing with something at work that has put me in a really, you know, shitty situation with someone that made me kind of feel uncomfortable. And I, you know, wanted to be the bigger person and not get anyone in trouble because I know how hard it is in this economy to find a job and to make a living. And, you know, he has a wife and has a kid, and I don't know. I don't want to cost anyone their job. I'd rather suffer and deal with it than have someone lose out on money, especially when it comes to feeding a kid. I just won't do that to anybody. So I've just been dealing with the situation, and I did let another manager know. And the other manager, I thought generally was my friend because I've known this person for a very long time. and the other manager pretty much told me that I need to ignore it, to which I did. And I ignored the person, I ignored the situation, because I thought that would just make things easier, and it made things so much worse. That manager turned around and started saying some really vile things about me at work because I refused to pay attention to them. And because I refused to pay attention to them, they started speaking some really vile things about me. And other managers are hearing vile things about me, to which they know is not true. So that, I mean, that is good. They know my character, but it's still not fun to have someone speak really poorly of you, especially when you haven't done anything at all. And, when I expressed this concern to my friend, they told me that I need to stop ignoring this person, to pretty much get over it and don't be unprofessional, just do my job and be kind, and to get over what was happening. So it has really taken a toll on my mental health, I'm not gonna lie, because it's just been one thing after another, and it's not really fun going to work knowing that there's people speaking very poorly of you because you refuse to engage in certain type of behavior. And it's just really unfortunate. And, this is why I try to tell everybody to treat people with kindness, because you just truly don't know what people are going through. Like, perfect example, I posted a video the other day about my new makeup releases, actually. And in my video, all I did was talk about the Michaela launch, the Sniff launch. And all I said was that I don't judge people for how they choose to get their success, because I truly don't. I don't judge anyone, because I just don't. It's never, I'm going to go on the shit here. It's never been me. I'm not someone that just sits there and judge. I just don't, because you just don't know what people are going through behind the scenes. Like, you truly just don't know. And so I just have never judged. And people were really quick to come at me in that video and say that I am supporting a liar, I am a stan, and they are very disappointed in me for supporting her, when I never said that I was going to go buy her launch. All I did was talk about the launch, and I said that I was curious about the scent, because yeah, I would love to smell the scent. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm a human. I want to know what it smells like. But just because I'm not going to sit there and degrade a person and talk down about a person does not mean that my morals align with that person. Like, I'm sorry, I'm allowed to talk about a situation in a very kind manner without degrading the person. Do I agree with everything Michaela does? Absolutely not. Do I agree with her blatant lies and blatant lies and not following FTC guidelines? Absolutely not. We don't agree when it comes to that. But I'm not going to sit here and bash her for it either. That's just not my person. That's not my personality. I'm not going to lower myself to make people happy. And I've lost quite a few subscribers because I've been very vocal about how I'm not going to sit here and just bash someone. That's not who I am. It's not who I'm ever going to be. And people, I guess, they want me to be that way, and that's not who I am. I'm not going to sit here and belittle someone or degrade someone for how they choose to make their money. That's on them, and that's a consequence that they're going to have to deal with. But I'm not going to belittle myself to make people happy, and people just weren't okay with that. And I left a pinned comment, and I'm okay with losing subscribers because of it, because I believe in showing everybody kindness, because at the end of the day, you just truly don't know what someone's going through behind closed doors. You don't know how your one word or one action could be their 13th reason. You just don't know. Like, you just truly don't know. And I will never be the reason why somebody is upset, why somebody's, unhappy, why somebody feels like they are less than. That's not going to be me. That's never going to be me. So I tend to take a lot of shit, and I tend to just close my mouth on it, and I deal with it. And, I've been having a really rough time, and I've been trying to come on camera and smile, and it has not been the easiest, but I am doing the best I can. So when I tell you guys, like, I'm openly, like, looking for jobs, there's a reason why I'm looking for jobs. Because I'm trying to not have a situation escalate more than it already has, and it's just been really unfortunate. I went into this shade just a little bit called Freezer Burn, just to blend out that shade right there. I'm going to take this shade, My World. It's a beautiful, like, multi-chrome, or duochrome. It's really pretty. It's a really pretty multi-chrome, actually. You guys can see that. It's so gorgeous. So yeah, I've just been dealing with a lot, and I just, been kind of keeping it to myself, just because I don't want to bring that burden upon anybody else. Corey is well aware. There's only so much that Corey could do because it's not his job. But he's known about it for actually months and months and months and months and months. But I feel like as women, we just tend to sometimes deal and tolerate it, and sometimes I think that it's my fault for being kind and being friendly and not knowing how to say stop and make me uncomfortable, just because I don't know. I've never really been one to speak up for myself. I speak up for myself in so many different instances in my life, but that's like the one situation I don't. It's when it comes to men and how they are. For some reason, I shut down, and I get weird about it. I'm going to go into the shade right here called Rocky, and I think it has to do with some trauma from my childhood that I've never really talked about. But yeah, I don't know. Just some shit that I'm going through. Wow, that is actually like really pretty. It's laid down really, really nicely. Like that. When I first swatched the shimmers, I really didn't think too much of it. I thought they felt nice, but they didn't feel like really wowing. But laying them down on a lid, they feel really soft. They feel really nice. They feel really kind of like impactful. Like they have like that stronger texture when I touch it, where I could tell this is going to sit on my lid for quite some time without it flaking, creasing, or anything like that. And I really do like that. I feel like that's really pretty. I don't know if you could tell the shift. It definitely is present. It is there. It is so pretty. Wow. Okay. Let me get this cleaned up. I'm going to do the other eye off camera and I'll be right back. Okay. Now that the eyes are done, I will say they came out so pretty. Like, oh my God, this is such a beautiful look. I love how it came out. Oh my gosh. So good. So good. This is available right now. I don't think I have any sort of affiliation with this brand whatsoever, but I'm sure some of my friends out there have discount codes. I just don't think I'm one of them. Yeah, I don't think I'm one of them. So anyway, now we're going to go into primer. I'm going to go into Dominique Cosmetics. This is going to be the Cooling Blur Mattifying Primer. I did enjoy this primer, but I just feel like it doesn't do too much in terms of like mattifying the face. I still found myself getting oily when wearing this. They did send this over. They sent over like a hydrating one as well. But yeah, I just haven't... I think I gave that one away. I did. Actually, you know what's so funny is that like I don't advertise nearly how much makeup I do give away. I give away a lot of makeup every single month just because I don't believe in hoarding it and I don't like participating in the overconsumption. You know, I don't like to participate in the overconsumption of over consuming a lot of makeup, but unfortunately I do, so I try to give away as much as possible. I just don't openly advertise it just because I don't know, I don't feel like I need to, but like I do. I'm gonna go into the Tear foundation. Has this oxidized down? Still smells okay. I just remember it being this deep. Ooh, it's kind of dry. Oh, it is kind of dry. Okay, wait. No. Oh, no. I think that... Okay, there we go. I think it definitely kind of dried itself out just a little bit, but it's because it's also, like, old. I remember I used to be able to glide this on the face. I do know they have, like, an orange version of this now. It's just, like, a matte version. I think this is more like a natural finish one, but I know they have, like, a matte version of this over at Ulta Beauty. This looks like it's burnt. I don't know, guys. I don't know if this is still fresh. I'm kind of questioning putting this on my face, I'm not gonna lie. Oh my God. I literally remember swiping this on being like, oh, pigment, it's so pigmented. And now it's looking a little rough a little bit. I may have to declutter this. I truly may have to declutter this because, oh, it's looking so rough right now. And I had a booger in my nose this whole time. If you guys were staring at a booger in my nose, I do apologize. Clearly it wanted to come out and play. Okay, well, it's looking a little rough. Honestly, I don't think the foundation is that good anymore. Yeah. It's kind of gross. Okay, but we're gonna make the best of it. All right, for liquid foundation, we're gonna go into the Morphe. This is the Hot Shot Drops bronzer. I used to be obsessed with this bronzer back in the day. We're gonna use this. This is why, like, whenever, okay, so like a lot of my coworkers would be like, oh my gosh, I love how much makeup you have. Like, I envy your makeup collection. And I'm just like, don't envy my makeup collection. Like, you know, years ago, like 2020 Allie would have been like, this is a dream collection to have, right? Absolutely. But the older that I get and the more that I do this job, the more I realize that, yes, okay, it's cool having a big makeup foundation. Like, I'm living out the dream that I always wanted to have, like a big massive collection. But at the same time, I do declutters every single year. And I physically get mad at myself because one, I have definitely seen comments over the years of people being like, this is so wasteful. This is overconsumption at its finest. This is why influencers shouldn't get this much makeup because all they do is throw it away, it just goes to waste. Like, I see a lot of the hate comments, not only on my channel, but just on my fellow friends' channels as well, whenever they do their declutter series. And you know what? I'm kind of like right there with them. I get physically angry at myself for like how much makeup has gone to waste. I'm like, wow, that was like thousands of dollars I just decluttered, or that was makeup I could have given away a long time ago. Like, it's fun to have, and I love the collection, and I worked so hard to have what I have. But then there's also moments like this where I go to use a product after a while. I'm like, wow, this is like expired. This isn't good anymore. And I didn't get to nearly use it to its fullest because the fact that I have so much other makeup to consistently use and to try. And so that's why I'm trying to be a little bit more conscious about my purchases. Like, I get people DMing me every single day going, can you please review this? Can you please review that? I'm going to go into the Morphe drops right here. And I want to make everybody happy. I strive to make everybody as happy as possible because at the end of the day, I'm a people pleaser. I have been my whole life, and I think it's also why I've suffered a lot in my life because of it. But I have a hard time saying no. And so when people ask me to review stuff, I want to accommodate them. I want to make them happy. You know, you guys are here for a reason. Oh, I just poured out way too much. Oh, you guys are here for a reason, and I want to make sure that I'm giving you exactly what you want to see. But then realistically, I can't review everything because I only like have so much face and so much space to review things, and I just don't want things to go to waste. So that's why I've been being a little bit more mindful about what I do purchase, because I don't want to sit here and purchase all of this makeup and try it, and then some of it I may like, some of it I may not, and then it just ends up getting decluttered down the line because I end up not keeping it forever. You know what I mean? And then it just becomes wasteful, and then I'm just contributing to the overconsumption, and I hate that. So I'm trying to be a bit more mindful about what I am purchasing. Plus, I'm trying to also be mindful when it comes to affordability, because I work multiple jobs to make ends meet, and life is hard and life is really expensive. And the last thing I want to do is, make people feel like they need to go out and spend all this money on XYZ when in reality you really don't. And if I do review something, I want it to be like, this is so wasteful. Oh, that just like squirted right out. I want it to be something that's actually like worth your coin, and something that you can get anywhere. And that's not just like a $65 blush, but like maybe like a $13 blush, like that's what I'm striving to do. So just know I've been definitely keeping that something that's definitely I've been always thinking about, especially when it comes to purchasing new makeup. That's why I haven't purchased nearly as much new makeup as of recently, because I've been trying to be more conscious about it. I mean, I did purchase the brand new NARS foundation because I wanted to try this, and you guys will see that in testing new makeup, but everything else I kind of either got sent it or it's something that I've been wanting to really try. If I am willing to spend money on it, it's because I really want to try it. You know what I mean? That blush is so beautiful. So beautiful. And I feel like a lot of my friends feel the same way, because I've been noticing a lot of my friends, I'm going to Milk Makeup Concealer, I feel like a lot of my friends have also kind of toned down how much they purchase as well, because I think they're also just being kind of like burnt out with the overconsumption, and also trying to be more conscious of just where our economy is at right now, and just being a little bit more budget friendly. I feel like a lot of us are kind of in the same boat, which makes me get excited to do shop my stashes, which I've always done shop my stashes, but this just is like making me more excited, because I'm like, you literally use what you have in your collection. You don't have to consistently go buy the newest launch. You know what I mean? It's fun, but you can definitely use what you have, and you can make a beautiful look that looks just the same, if not better. You know what I mean? I really don't like this concealer. Yeah, we're gonna go into the Hourglass. I'm like, what setting powder do I have? We're going to the Hourglass setting powder right here. I forgot why I got this in like a Sephora Favorites. Now that I will always splurge on, because I do love a good Sephora Favorites. A lot of you guys ask me to get the Ulta Beauty one. Like, there's like an Ulta Beauty version, and like I want to. Don't think I don't, because like I see theirs, but God, sometimes I look at theirs and I'm like, theirs is just, it just doesn't compare in terms of product size and what you're paying for, you know what I mean? And sometimes it's products that I'm like, I generally have no interest in trying, because they're like off brands that I'm just like, I don't know what this is. So like, it's the only reason why I haven't done Ulta's Favorites. They're trying to do what Sephora does, but it just hasn't hit the same. And then it got me thinking, is Allure Beauty Box still around? Because if so, I kind of like low-key want to sign back up for it. I was like looking through my old content recently, trying to figure out like what kind of content you guys might want to see, and like what worked back then, to see maybe you guys want to start seeing some like throwbacks. And I came across old videos of mine of Allure Beauty Box unboxings, and those videos have like 13 to 14,000 views, and I'm like, Since when? When did these views pop up? They were never there before. And they're doing far better than the videos I put out now. And I'm like, is this still a thing? Should I still unbox this? I remember I used to really love it, but it used to also be really affordable. I don't know where it's at now in terms of affordability. I'd have to look, but that's assuming that it's still around. But if that's something you guys would like to see, let me know, because I'd be so interested in doing some beauty unboxings, just because I think they're so much fun. And sometimes beauty subscription services can be worth it. Sometimes they're definitely not. It just really depends on the one. But I don't ever really see anyone talk about beauty subscription services anymore. Only the ones I ever hear are like Ipsy, and that's pretty much all I ever hear about. I don't ever hear about any other box anymore. Are there still other ones around? Let me know. Okay, so for bronzer, I'm gonna go into the Polite Society. And a lot of you guys asked me if mine smelled, because apparently Angelica says smelled. Mine does not smell. Well, it smells like, oh, like Play-Doh. Mine smells like Play-Doh. Mine smells like Play-Doh. Is that how it's supposed to be? I don't remember smelling like Play-Doh when I first got it, but mine definitely smells like Play-Doh now. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but it definitely does smell like Play-Doh. This is like a cream to powder, and my brush smells like the Sephora matte bronzer. Smells really good. But I remember I did really like this. This was kind of popular when it came out last year. It's like a cream to powder. I like mine. It's not the most wowing formula out there, just because I'm not a big cream to powder, but mine definitely does smell like Play-Doh, and I don't recall it smelling like Play-Doh when I first got it. Okay, then for blush, we're going to go into the Masterclass right here from Blend Bunny. I have not used this in a minute. I'm going to take these two shades called Hotline and Tension. We're going to mix the two together. This palette is not the easiest palette to hold. Oh, that's pretty. Brows, using nothing new, just going into the Benefit Precisely My Brow. Absolutely love, love, love this product. And to finish off the under eye before we go into highlighter, I'm going to go back into this palette. This time I'm going to take this shade called Brad, and I'm going to slightly blend it out with Don't Dream It, Do It right here. I'm just going to throw on some like lavender liner, and then we'll complete the face. All right, so to complete the look, I kind of want to take this shade right here called Floor Show and do that in the inner corner, because that's like almost like a rainbow holographic shade. Like, it is so gorgeous. I feel like it'd be so pretty to do the inner corner. And then for the brow bone, I'm going to take this shade right here called Wise Up for the brow bone. So let me get my brushes. So pretty. Okay, so before we go within the highlighter, I'm going to set my face with the Milk Makeup. Then for highlighter, I'm going to go into my Rare Beauty highlighter. I finally, unfortunately for myself, dropped this highlighter, so it did kind of break. I don't know why they formulated it as such, because, like, why would you do that? Just, I never bothered fixing it. No, it's crumbled right there. And I'm sure whenever I move, it's going to break even more. But, oof, it is such a pretty highlight. Lips, I'm going to go into Glamlight Caramel Frappe Lip Kit. If you guys do not know, the coffee lip kits are just my favorite. I know it's all I ever talk about to you guys, but I truly, truly, truly mean it when I say this is one of my favorite lip kits, is all these coffee lip kits. I may personally play with the vanilla one the most, just because the vanilla one is my personal favorite, like out of all four. The lipsticks are drying, but they make it so they have longevity to it. But for me, it is the gloss. The gloss is what brings it all together and like ties everything up, and they're just so good. It smells delicious. All right, then I'm going to set my face with the Nikki Joy Cosmetics. This is going to be the Velvet Finishing Powder. I've loved this powder for so long. And I'm going to go ahead and use this to kind of bring everything back together. To make me look a little bit more mattified, a little bit more softer, a little bit more blurred. And then we're going to do one more spritz. This time with this, I'm going to insert a picture of what it looks like on camera. I feel like you guys can't see the true color. In person, it's like dirty water. Like, let me show you a picture. Like, I'm putting in a clip right here so you guys can see, but do you see that? It's kind of gross. So we're gonna Pray for me. It smells okay, but I don't know why it's that colored. Okay. Okay. All right, guys. So this right here is going to be the final look using all the makeup that I shopped in my stash. I think it turned out absolutely beautifully, like, especially this eye look. Like, can we just take a minute to appreciate how beautiful this eye look actually turned out? Like, it is so pretty. And I just went in. Normally I just went in. I didn't even think about like the colors. I just kind of like, these look like they'd be pretty together. And these worked out so beautifully together. Like, I love how this turned out. It is absolutely gorgeous. Like, I'm really living for this eye look right here. So I will go ahead and zoom you guys out and we'll wrap up this video. Alrighty, guys, so this is the final look right here. Like I said, I think it turned out absolutely beautifully. I will say overall, I think the makeup turned out really nicely. The only thing I'm kind of questioning a little bit is the Tier foundation and my setting spray right here. I'm kind of questioning these, if they're still even good to use, because they kind of seem like they're on the expired side. But everything else seems to be working still really nicely. Nothing has a smell to it, which is really great, which I'm really grateful for. But I do think the makeup overall turned out really, really pretty. This is why I think shopping your stash is so important, because I was able to create a really beautiful makeup look using all the items I already have without having to use anything new for the most part. And I really love this series so much. And I just want to take a moment to thank you guys for allowing me to kind of vent to you and tell you guys just a little bit about what's going on behind the scenes in my life. I will definitely keep you guys updated, but if you guys like this style video, please make sure you guys give this video a cheeky thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you guys have not already. So I do post 3 to 4 videos every single week. Make sure you guys head to my other channels, Art for Life. You guys get to see my cool, wonderful adventures, my amazing husband, Corey. And as always, the biggest thank you goes to these beautiful, wonderful page members you guys see right here. Thank you guys so much for everything. And to my subscribers and viewers, thank you guys so much for being here. Whether you guys like this video, you guys thumbs down this video, you guys subscribe, you guys did not subscribe. Either way, thank you guys so much for being here. I love and appreciate each and every single one of you. So with that said, guys, I love you, and I'll see you guys in the very next video.